bug is as beautiful as it always is.
Welcome to yet another video with Dhanyalakshmi, a holistic nutritionist. We have already made 3 videos and I hope you've seen them because she shares a lot of great helpful insight about indigestion, constipation, nutrition and some amazing tips that can really help you. In this video, we want to talk about understanding genes and the cause of disorders. So thank you once again for your time.
Thank you so much, Spurti. It means a lot, and we are just catching up with the 3rd video of ours. So hope it continues to making people more healthy.
It definitely will. So in this video, we have 5 questions that we have prepared related to this topic, and Dhanyalakshmi is going to answer them one by one to bust some myths and share some deep insights with you. So the first question is it true that the cause of a disorder is due to genes?
Actually speaking, I'll just start with you. Okay. So if you are into sports, right? You're into sports, you're into media and all those things. What do you say about this? Did you get this from the gene?
No.
But the thing is, like, each one of the human being existing, we have the genes transferred from our parents. But our chromosomes, our chromosomes that we carry, each human being carries, it's from our parents. 23 from our mother and 23 from our father. We just carry and we are with that. And what do our parents do? They carry the chromosomes from their ancestors, from their mother and father. So the generations together, when we go, it is just the human, the existence is being formed through many chromosomes, which is linked. So you never know, this talent would have been like 10 years back your ancestors also. Right? So you would have got it from there. The way you activate each and every gene, it depends on yourself. Since you got a talent which has to be showed, you selected the right talent which has to be showed from yourself. So you chose to be a sports person and you chose to be a media person. So it is the way you activated the genes. Each and every gene is present inside us. So the same way, coming to the disease conditions, we never knew before 3 generations, we never knew there was a diabetic. People were suffering with hypertension or any kind of heart disease, we never know. The same way, here also, each and every one has got the diabetic gene and so conditions gene as well. But how do we really trigger it, activate it? That is what matters. So now you get to understand that gene is the one which causes. No.
It's how we...
It is not true. It is how we do it.
Activate or deactivate?
Yes.
Wow. But everybody carries the potential of different disorders.
Yes, we do.
But we have to take care and be responsible.
Definitely.
All right. So let's try and understand the basics now. How do genes work, Dhanya?
Right. So here the genes are basically made up of the proteins. So each and every cell in our body requires protein and it is made up of protein cells. So here, coming to the DNA, each DNA is coded with the proteins. So these are the enzymes and the hormones. So here, when somebody is suffering with diabetic or hypertension or something, we are causing a damage to these proteins and proteins, indeed, the hormones and the enzymes, right? So somebody is forced to get into the zone of diabetic or hypertension or hypothyroidism or any conditions, right? So every cell or every part of the body needs the proper hormone and proper enzyme which has to make that work.
All right. You mentioned about external forces affecting our cells and pushing us into a disorder. Tell us what stimulates the genes to get into this.
Okay. See, there is something called, as I told you, the external factor. So what do you think the external factor? We are just standing in the empty space here. So the external factor here is really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this gives a lot of positivity. But there are few more external factors wherein the pollution,
Yeah.
wherein the workspace and the food that we eat, stress due to work or due to family issues, due to relationships, anything. These are the external factors. So when these external factors are more, these negative external factors are more, then the internal environment is being spoiled. So we humans spoil the external environment. That in turn spoils our internal environment. So those are the stimulants. So basically one has to look into the proper habit formation. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Moving to a popular question, we all have realized because of the pandemic as well that exercise, healthy eating habits and enough amount of sleep is very important for a healthy body and mind. So can you tell us how sleep, exercise and food affects the gene programming?
Okay. So for example, you think of something like I want to just sleep. Okay, not doing any physical activity or watch TV, for example. So in that case, what happens? The thought fixes in the mind saying like, okay, today morning I get up, I have nice food, then I go to sleep, then I watch TV, sit on my sofa and the desk, dining table, that is the place that I hit, that is all. The body is getting fixed. Okay, you are giving a thought process to your body that this is my routine, I'm falling into this kind of habit because of my actions. These are my actions that I'm following it, right? So it falls into the habit stage. Then this is you, what you have been created for the entire life. So this is indirectly stored as a memory in your gene. Here, how do we change this? Okay, so here, for example, physically I want to be active. So I get up in the morning, try to push myself, try to be physically active and go out for a run or a jog or something like that. I seek for more oxygen, right? So the body knows, it gives a signal to the body saying like she needs more oxygen to breathe in. Then the memory storage becomes different, saying that their requirement is more. Okay, there the metabolism changes.
Correct.
You trigger the metabolism and in turn the hormone starts working properly. Okay, so there we are not creating any damage. But the previous process when we saw, when we just do not do any physical activity, do not look into our diet or something like that, definitely these hormones are being disturbed.
Not working at their best.
Yes, because we don't get enough sunlight. When we don't sleep properly, there's a serotonin or the melatonin secretion is not proper. So in that ways we are disturbing the whole entire process in our body.
My God. So she is literally saying that it is in our hands, it is in your hands to tell your body that it needs more exercise, it needs more oxygen, it needs to produce more serotonin, dopamine. These are hormones that make you feel happy and energetic. So it's literally in your own mind and control to create a healthier body for yourself.
Yes.
Coming to the fifth and the last question, how are we creating the pathway for a disease?
Right. So this is the major part of the the entire process, that I would say, because as I told you, the thought process get into the actions form an habit, the habit indeed forms each one of us, right, our characters, right. So for example, in an open forum, in an open stage, when somebody is called up to sing or a dance, okay, if it is their talent, inherited talent, definitely they go up so happily, they perform and they come back, okay. But when someone is not into that phase, they are not used to really open up, talk in the public or something like that, so they are going to really have that fear and anxiety inside them
Yeah.
They're going to judge themselves. They're not going to do that anymore. They cannot do it really well.
Yeah.
So these fear and anxiety keeps developing each and every time they go visit the stage. They go up on the stage. So here what happens is like the hormones get disturbed in turn. Right? So what happens here, as we saw in the previous episodes, the fear or anxiety or any kind of worries, when it triggers in the body, the brain gives a signal to the body saying like, now I have to fight for something. It is a fighting situation for me. So the organs has to slow down their process, right? So we had gone through this in the gut health.
Yeah, fight or flight mode.
Yes. So at that time what happens, it diminishes the activity of the other organs, and in turn the hormones are also being disturbed, and it causes many other conditions. So this is where people are really not noticing how they get into these conditions, and they simply blame the gene, blame our ancestors or the parents, saying that my grandfather had diabetes and from him my dad got and I got. My dad is a diabetic, okay, he's 70-year-old, but still why didn't I get it? Because I have not activated the gene yet, but I might activate it in early stages or later also. It all depends on me. If I don't do my physical activity, if I don't eat proper food, if I am indulging in a lot of refined carbohydrate, not taking enough fruits or vegetables, or not having enough sleep, not exposing myself to sunlight, not enjoying the nature, not being positive, yes, I can get it right away today. So it's all not the gene, it's us. That we have to understand. This is a trigger point, this is the cause of the cause that we are doing it. And this is, when this is identified, people who are suffering now, when this is being identified with them, the cause of the cause, then it is easy for us to reverse the condition, right? So generally when we just prescribe only a diet chart or an exercise regime for any person or anyone who's suffering with any condition, that works as a temporary basis, right? So once when we find the trigger point, that is it because of the lifestyle, or is it because of the food or sleep, or because of the emotions? Because psycho-emotions plays a major role now. Every now and then we hear that there is a lot of relationship breakups, a lot of relationship issues, either in the family or in the workspace or wherever. So all these emotional disturbances are also a problem for all these hormonal disturbances that we really forget to understand. We really ignore that. So once when we find that this is the root cause of the issue, and that is where these holistic coaches, okay, we are trained to identify the root cause. So this is just not a simple thing. We have to sit with the client many number of times, many sittings. So we'll have to find the root cause, then we hit the root cause and help them to find out, come out of it completely.
Let me tell you, she has helped people reverse PCOD, PCOS, diabetes, even cancer. Right? Can you tell us a few examples?
Right. So few of my coaches are there who are expertise in reversing cancer as well. So few of my coaches have reversed cancer from the 3rd stage or 4th stage below down, scratching down to the 2nd stage, okay? And the doctors are really wondering how did it happen, okay? And the PCOS cases, just like that, it is getting reversed. People who are suffering with 16 years or 18 years of PCOS, just like that, in 3 months we are able to reverse it. And also the diabetic. And diabetic, we have been reversed almost like 50 to 60 plus cases now. Okay, and many of them have reduced their medications very minimally, taking a lot of medication all through the day. They have reduced it to just a single dose, just for the safer side. And otherwise, without medications, people are able to survive with diabetes. Okay. The HbA1c levels have really gone down to 6 or 5. From 14, 15 and all.
What other conditions?
These are the major conditions that we have been doing, and hypothyroidism. It's the other major one where most of the females suffer these days, and they have this, they have this dry skin, or they have this kind of sluggishness, hair fall, they have tiredness all the time, dozing all the time, kind of. So people have really understood how to come out of it, because we give a training to the clients. Basically, it is just not about giving a diet chart or giving a program to them. We train them to live their life the other part of the life entirely.
Wow.
Because they have been wasted. They have wasted almost half of their life. At least the next part of the life, let them live happily. So we form a route path for the happy life. That's it.
Good. And this is regardless of the age, right? No matter
Yes.
how old they are, it is possible to reverse.
Yes.
Okay. This is to all my friends, some of my friends who are suffering with PCOD and PCOS. I would urge you to contact her and explore options of reversing your condition, because I have seen how girls suffer with PCOD, PCOS. There's so many problems associated with it, like
Definitely.
excess growth of hair, cramps,
Yeah.
multiple times in a month. It's really sad.
Yes. But these days, when we visit a lot of colleges, we are really shocked to know, like almost more than 60 to 70% of the girls are suffering with irregular periods. They never know what is irregular periods. If it is coming, okay, I enjoy it. If it is not coming, it's fine. I still more enjoy it. That's it. So people do not realize what is this periods important for. This is an important role to be played in a female, each and every female. That has to be cherished, actually.
We dread it. We are like, oh.
So people have to be aware what is important for us. These, the natural cycle which has to be going inside us has to be naturally going. We should not be disturbing with an external factor. So that's it.
Yeah, so I hope you were able to take some important points from this video, and please try and see how you can change your life. You can reach out to her. I will share her contact details in this video, and I'm going to link the previous videos that we created as well up here. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you,
Dhanalakshmi.
Spurti, again. Thank you so much. You've been making up so many good videos, encouraging people, and so many videos that I have come across, like positive talks and about journaling and everything. That's like really amazing, and people have to follow that. It is not that she makes all these positive videos. It is like to follow it as a step in our daily life.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for bringing up. Thank you so much.
No, thanks a lot for sharing some insightful tips, and I'm sure some of my friends will reach out to you.
Definitely. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you guys. I hope to see you in the next video, and I really hope you give this video a big like, the thumbs up that we all want, and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.